Hi, guys. Welcome to a very special episode of In One Season, a podcast about shows that didn't quite get the second chance they needed. I am your host, Noah. With me forever is Ryan.
How's it going?
Oh, very happy to do this episode.
Oh, yeah.
So,
The classic.
this show, okay, first I'll tell you what the show is. It's Clone High that ran
Or
between...
Clone High USA, as it was known in the States.
Well, I didn't know that because I am not in the States.
Yeah, and on MTV.
Yeah, it was it ran from 2002 to 2003. It was an MTV Teletoon collaboration.
Yeah.
For everybody who's not Canadian, Teletoon was the local all-cartoon channel, as Teletoon would have you believe.
Well, as they put out production, like the Canadian side of it is from, was it Novella? Like that, not Novella, but the one, the polar bear at the
bear
end?
logo, yeah.
The bear logo. But also Touchstone?
Touchstone, yeah.
Yeah, so which, as I read, what makes it the third adult American series they produced or co-produced.
What were the other two?
PJs.
Oh, awesome.
PJs. And Clerks.
Oh, okay, which is also another episode we've done. Guys, go back and watch the old episode of Clerks in one season.
But that's a small preview of the mess that is the ownership and production, or who owns what, of this series.
Yeah, it's a real shit show trying to figure out who can do what and really who can't.
But it's a sad that was one season, but also it's happy in the sense of what the creators ended up doing afterwards.
Yeah,
like, this didn't ruin anybody's life.
No. Okay, so the series creators were Phil Lord and Chris Miller. No, that's not it.
That's Lord Miller.
Yeah, Lord Miller. Yeah,
Lord Miller primarily, but they've been working together since college. I think the idea of it comes from Miller in college.
Okay.
And they've been working together ever since then, doing a lot of their biggest thing since then was probably the 22 Jump Street movies.
I would argue maybe the Lego movie.
That's right. Lego movie, Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse was great too, actually. You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe the Jump Streets are at the bottom of the list.
Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs. I mean, they have a consistent track record of doing really good shit, which also includes a lot of Clone High references in all of them. And also Bill Lawrence, who was the creator of Scrubs.
Well, yeah, because half the cast is Scrubs. And the other half,
I think all but one member of the cast is in the show.
Yeah, the old doctor. I've never really watched Scrubs, so I just call them
I couldn't get into it. Not much of a
regular Scrubs.
Yeah, not a Zach Braff guy.
Nah, me neither. But okay, so the series, as you might have guessed, it's called Clone High. It's about a high school filled with clones of famous people, which the theme song for it completely describes the entire show.
It is one of the best theme songs ever. It's short, concise.
Catchy.
It's also it's weird because it's kind of its time in a weird way, which we'll get later into the reboot they're working on, because it was a response to, in the mid to late 90s, early 2000s, the epidemic of WB, specifically teen shows.
Yeah, you have your
Party Fives, Dawson's Creek's the big one, 90210, like all that stuff. And this show is a major parody of all that shit.
But it's done so well.
That's the thing. It's done to such an exaggeration of a genre of television that doesn't exist anymore. That's why I'm really curious, because it's supposedly going to be coming back soon. So I don't know how that's going to work precisely, but it is such, as you said, opening. Every episode is a very special episode.
Yeah. And it's cool because they have previously on, and it's actually what happened previously. And
including
at the end of
the first episode.
Including the first episode. And then at the end of the episode, it always has a next time on. And it actually is what's going to happen next time. It's a
which
real,
includes one of my favorite jokes when the narrator starts going off into his robber with this coworker he has.
Oh yeah, this guy
he gets me fired. I'm gonna kill his dog. This is snap zoom of a pug's face.
Yeah, really tight on his face. It's not even a full face of the pug. It's
it's just like a Blair Witch.
Yeah, it's like first of all, I have a really soft spot in my heart for themes of TV shows because they're so catchy and all
Hmm.
the best ones had it. Especially if they can describe what's happening in the show within the title or within the song itself, like the
Yeah,
Jeffersons or
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. I was trying to think of Gilligan's Island.
Mm.
Got the whole thing in it. Like it tells you exactly what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So the series mostly stars around five characters: Abraham Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, John F. Kennedy, Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, and Principal Scudworth, and I guess his robotic assistant, Mr. Butlertron.
Voiced by Lord Miller.
Yes, they are the characters of Scudworth, Cinnamon Scudworth, Dr. Cinnamon
Yeah.
Scudworth.
The atypical mad scientist who, as we find out, as they say in the opening theme song, the idea of Clone High is a government, a subdivision of the government wants to create clones to turn them into super soldiers.
It's funny because they don't really tell you what they're going to do with them. I guess so.
But for some reason, they put Scudworth in charge, who's a known maniac.
Yeah, and his whole thing is he wants to turn it into a clone-themed amusement park.
Coney Island.
Cloney Island, yeah. Okay, so how does it work? So Abe and Gandhi are best buds forever.
Mm-hmm.
JFK is kind of the antagonist, I guess.
Kind of, yeah.
Joan of Arc loves Abraham Lincoln. Abe loves Cleo.
Abe loves Cleo.
And
Cleo's on and off again with JFK.
yeah, it kind of reminds me a lot of Archie.
Yeah.
Or like well, yeah, the Archies, and which is also something I loved reading growing up too. So it all kind of worked out that
There's like novelty of high school.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, before we go forward and before we go right into the characters, because each character is kind of this almost parody of who they are, like an inversion of who they were in real life.
Right.
And apparently they were being careful of who they were going to choose in the main characters because some families could be litigious.
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll get into the controversy of one of the cast members later. But before I get into that, who's your favorite step parent? Because they all have step parents.
Yeah, because each character has a step parent who fosters them. I mean, it's so hard not to say Toots.
Yeah.
Joan of Arc's blind clarinet playing stepfather. But I want to push myself. And I'm going to say Abe's father.
Abe, you know what? The Lincolns are funny in the sense that they are so straight and that somehow still captivating.
Yeah, because they're like your Cleavers or your I don't know, just square parents, like the whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for in the last episode, his dad's little monologue.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
About what do you say? It's like to verb the noun.
To verb the adjective noun.
Yeah, to verb the adjective noun. I say that on a daily basis.
The show, like anyone who watched Scrubs, the show very much focuses on this surrealist joke. Like the animation isn't the star; it's just a delivery system for this like weird random jokes they'll throw in that somehow work.
Yeah.
Because the characters are all designed to look kind of like almost that early Cartoon Network, like Dexter's Lab style.
Yeah, it does kind of have a look of something like Gendry Tartakovsky.
Yeah, I was thinking like Samurai Jack because the backgrounds are very like painted and like very obviously mismatching.
Yeah.
But yeah, just weird random shit will happen for no apparent reason.
Well, all the dolphin noises.
The dolphin noises.
Well, actually, all the sound effects in general.
Yeah. I've been talking into my fist.
Who's your favorite?
I'm really partial to JFK's gay foster dads.
Gay foster dads, yeah. Yeah,
His
the
interracial
extremely
gay
butch
father.
one of them, and
Yeah,
let's
feminine
call
another one.
the more effeminate. Yeah,
Yeah. Way too good to watch TV with their gay dads.
yeah. Goodbye, Will and Grace. Hello, Dharma and Greg.
Dahmer and Greg. It's
Dharma.
almost it's of the it's of the vein almost of why am I blanking on their names? Gus, Mission Hill,
Oh yeah, Gus and Wally.
Wally. Yeah,
Which is another episode we're gonna do, guys. Sit tight. Like we will
yeah.
get that Mission Hill season done.
There was a period in the early 2000s where I think because they originally pitched this to Fox because there was a lot of. I mean, we can make this whole series just based on era of one season animated TV shows.
Yeah,
For
we really
I guess
could.
it must have been a really delayed reaction to The Simpsons for like just primetime animated series because there was a shitload of them. Especially there was a lot of ones based off of like comic strips around then. Like there was like a that oblongs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, Undergrads,
undergrads,
which
which
I
was
didn't
like
care
this
for,
was like
but
I know, but this was always like the 1-2 of undergrads and Clone High. Like they
yeah,
always kind of because they came around in the same hour block of each other on Teletoon, so they
on the
whereas one
detour.
yeah,
Which,
which
by the way, if you have the DVD of this, it comes with the intro of the detour.
which I very much appreciate.
Yeah, me too. But you can't skip it.
Yeah, but like yeah, undergrads never got out of like I don't think there's any American following because that's like a that feels such like in
Canadian.
Canada thing.
Yeah.
Despite I think it was American production, but no, Clone High just transcends. I think mostly because of the success afterwards of Lord Miller and Lawrence.
Well, really everybody in the show, like from the cast to
We
the.
got Will Forte.
Yeah, okay. You know, I'm gonna pull up the cast list. Hold on a
Yeah,
sec. Okay, so yeah, there's Will Forte, Michael McDonald. All right, so we got Will Forte, who's just kind of in everything.
yeah.
Uh,
He was on SNL for years. He's MacGruber.
yeah, MacGruber.
Yeah,
Then
he
from Mad
plays Abe
TV,
in the. Mhm.
we
Well,
had Michael
he
McDonald.
was on SNL and yeah, SNL, Mad TV. Well, Michael McDonald's Mad TV.
Yeah, Michael McDonald's Mad TV. Nicole Sullivan, who plays
Also Nicole
Joan of
Sullivan.
Arc. Deborah Wilson, who plays Eva Peron, and a couple of other people, but I don't know how to access that. Or maybe it's just Eva Peron over and over again. Who else was on there from Mad TV? Well, that appears to be it. And then, yeah, from Scrubs, there's Krista Miller, who I know her from the Drew Carey Show, but she was also on Scrubs.
The other ones are more, yeah. The other like Scrub stars are more like just small cameo roles.
Yeah, like Donald Faison, but he was in 12 of the 13 episodes.
Which is weird because I always think of them like when the three of them are together as the Extreme Blue Crew.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Because that's the three Scrub stars, and yeah, Faison's the one who my son won't look me in the eye anymore.
Yeah, Donald Faison, Sarah Chalk or Chalky, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Zach Braff, which is all of Scrubs right there. Plus Neil Flynn,
John C. McGinley as Doug Prep Course.
Yeah, Doug Prep, but didn't he die 40 years ago? Then there's like some really cool cameos in it too. Jack Black playing Larry Hardcore / The Pusher. Michael J. Fox
in the first episode. Michael J. Fox is the big one in the first episode. I want to know how they got that.
Yeah, well, he only had 3 words. I miss him.
Yeah,
Playing Gandhi's remaining
kidney.
So
weird. Why? Like, is there a connection with maybe Bill Lawrence get a connection in there? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
because everyone else has like a full like Jack Black is a full role in the episode. Luke Perry's probably one of the best ones.
Yeah, Luke Perry, Tom Green. Hi,
yeah, when he
Tom
was
Green.
a thing. Yeah, I live in Hollywood.
Marilyn Manson.
Androgynous white guy.
Yeah, thanks, scary androgynous white guy. John Stamos, which gives us a classic line of Stamos.
Why?
Show's everything.
Mandy Moore as an attractive homeless woman who may or may not be Mandy Moore.
Who may or may not be Mandy Moore. Yeah, exactly. The two sports announcers there, Chris Berman and Dan Patrick.
I'm speaking into my fist.
Yeah, this show had it all. Like,
oh, Faison also played George Washington Carver.
Yes, that's right.
With his anthropomorphic talking peanut.
Yeah, and Andy Dick was also in it.
In one of his best performances ever.
I can only tell you 3 of his performances, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I think I can go do 4, but yeah.
He did News Radio also, and In the Army Now. That's all I know that he's done.
Oh wow! I thought you were gonna bring up Hebrew Hammer.
Oh shit! How did I forget that? Yeah, absolutely. As the evil Santa. Okay, so 4.
Yeah.
I tap out at 4.
Hey, here is Mr. Sheepman, the first mostly human clone.
Yeah, Mr.
And
Sheepman.
Van Gogh.
He also plays the police officer. How are you doing underage drinking? Still illegal. Drinking. Oh man, this is a great show, guys. Let's talk about a little bit of the episodes.
Yeah, well, in each one's also around a like basically in very special episode like message. Like the first one's about underage drinking, as we alluded to.
Yeah, a rope of sand.
Yeah.
There was the
We're seeing more from the Elvis twins.
Oh yeah, Fat and Skinny Elvis.
Yeah.
There was the Film Fest episode. There was the one where Abe refused to sleep.
There's the ADD episode, which is like their AIDS episode.
Yeah, Gandhi's ADD. Also, this show had a lot of musical sequences in it, and they're all great.
Well, yeah, mostly. Well, we'll get to the Raisins episode in a second.
Okay, yeah. There's the Raisins episode.
Episode 2, Election Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. What else? There was the basketball episode.
Oh, Jeanne d'Arc.
Jeanne d'Arc. What else? There was the.
Here's one that aged well. Here's a cameo that aged really well. Ashley Angel from O-Town.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All the way in the sunny beaches of Canada.
There are so many lines from this show I use in frequent day-to-day life, and nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like that episode of TNG where we just speak in references.
Yeah, which I don't watch much TNG, but Jeremy showed me that episode, and I was like, yeah, oh, I get that.
That is like modern meme culture where we get around, like especially if you mean Jeremy around, we start quoting Clone High.
Can't help it.
We're terrible, but also it's a good indication of who's cool.
Yeah,
because someone who knows Clone High, they're good people.
Cool.
But yeah, Raisin at the Stakes, a rock opera in 3 acts.
What a great episode!
Which is their drug episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, about smoking raisins.
Yeah, about smoking raisins.
All the subliminal messaging throughout it.
Yeah, which is pretty on point. Like they did a good job with that.
I'm also partial to their I think it's the one right afterwards, which is the littering episode with Ponce.
Oh, litter kills literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Ponce and Ponce's pants. What else was there? There was the makeover episode, because that's towards the end of the season or series.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one where they move in, where Joan and Cleo move into the same house together, and they divide the room. Except they do it horizontally.
But we get to see Abe's 12-inch little Abe.
Yep.
That lives in his pants.
Yep.
I know they were going to do, because it ends with a prom. I know that they didn't get a chance to do it, but they were going to have the running gag of having like 5 proms a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think they say it's only the winter prom, but there's also, they were going to have like a pre-winter prom, like a cleanup prom, which when I think of cleanup, I always think of my go-to Clone High quote is, "Did you see what they did to the pool?
They flipped the bitch."
The bitch.
It's amazing. I use that And why the long face? Genetics.
When life gives you lemons, you clone those
Oh, those
lemons and
lemons
make
and make
super lemons.
super lemons. Yeah. I'm a very big fan of
You
just
leave Brian out of this.
that hand raise they
You
all
leave.
seem to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you leave Brian
Or-
out. How is Brian? Delicious. Yeah, high fives under the table. Um, I tell people at least once a day at work to stick it in their face hole.
Whereas I call it a licking hole because of Drawn Together.
Mm. Or I am 21. I am not 21.
I'm surprised you working in the kitchen. We eat our mistakes here.
Yeah, we eat our mistakes. I do use that one a lot. But again, nobody knows this show, so it's like
The Nork. Yeah, in which Abe continues to get his face cut up.
to shreds, you say?
That flapping cheek still haunts me.
Well, yeah, it was like a gas-powered fork or something. Well, I can't remember what.
Come on, man, we rehearsed this.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So even though, yeah, like we were saying, the Raisins episode has a whole three-act rock opera. Gee,
You did it.
They also have other songs, like the Marilyn Manson episode had him doing a song about the food pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
That ADD song, which was just a real like Gandhi is ADD. Gandhi is ADD. You got it from toilet seats.
Don't tell Paul Revere.
I think that song only had like 2-3 verses at most. But I mean, you know, it's funny because like in a lot of ways it reminds me of classic Simpsons. Like seasons 4 through 11.
Yeah, that just pure absurd. It's weird because it maintains its focus, but it's pure absurdity.
Yeah.
But it's still weirdly grounded. Like it doesn't go full Looney Tunes because it has that like structure still built within. So it's this great melding of styles.
Yeah, it just had everything, but just enough of it.
Yeah. You know what really hurts, Joan? This nail I just stepped on.
But also, you stabbing me in the back. And I guess I should have gone for a stabbing metaphor, but it's too late.
I guess it's too late.
Yeah.
I'm watching this tonight. It's also all on YouTube, guys. Like in one long video.
Yeah, go watch it on YouTube if you can't find it anywhere else. And it's funny because I also just watched it on YouTube because I was too busy and I didn't feel like digging it out from my DVD stacks. And there was a stream I was watching that's only been up for like 5 months, but it already has like 300,000 views. And I'm like, well, where were these numbers when the show was on?
Well, it's gained in popularity because it was sort of dumped. It's like MTV sort of just like, I wouldn't say dumped it, but it didn't really find its audience for all. And it didn't have great, also, a lot of reviews weren't great at the time either. One of the reasons it wasn't making any money. Then there was the controversy in India with Gandhi.
Yeah, okay, so let's get into that.
They did not take that very well, and it was right around the anniversary of his assassination, so it prompted this huge hunger strike. And MTV's like, "Fuck, we don't want to deal with this," and it's not like it's a big cash cow, so fuck it, we'll cancel it. And Lauren Miller, for years, I think I'm paraphrasing one of their quotes, saying they've had a successful career. All their successes are them trying to get Clone High back on the air, because they haven't lost their love for it, but like it's owned by several different things. That's what makes its coming back such a big deal. But they've always thrown references into all of it, like the dolphin sounds. Like in Spider-Verse, you hear a dolphin.
Yeah.
For no reason. And there's like a preview for there's a poster for Clone College.
Yes, I noticed that.
In the background. In the Lego movie, Will Forte plays Lego Lincoln.
Yep. With this flying chair.
Yeah. And yeah, the 20 Jump Street really fucking captures the Clone High, their absurd humor, like the trucks exploding.
Right, everything just kind of explodes.
until nothing explode until it taps like a truck with chickens and there's a close-up reaction of the chicken that explodes.
Yeah.
Like that's very much like a nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys moment.
Oh man, that's such a great line.
But yeah, they were since then it's just maintained. It's weirdly, like I said, despite it parodying a genre television that isn't really around much anymore, it's also weirdly timeless.
It is. Like, I feel it would play well with any generation.
It does, and just it keeps maintaining, and it's had this great reputation. And like a lot of things that it didn't, like I would say this with Firefly, it didn't get the chance to suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no like bad episode of like there's only like what 10 episodes or 13 episodes,
I believe.
Yeah, and there's not a bad one there.
Yeah,
and so it just has a really good track record of gold that lets you just jump into it. Like I would love us to cover Garth Marenghi's Dark Place at some point, which is only 6 episodes.
Sure, yeah. You said the time, we'll do it.
Yeah, that's the one thing about these shows, that it's easy to romanticize them because there's not like 1,000 episodes of them, and there's not a clear delineation of when it started to suck.
Yeah.
So it kind of like just comfortably sits in this region of it's just great and it'll always be great. Like it's frozen in time.
Yes, much like how the series ends at the prom.
Yeah. Yeah, at Winter Prom.
Yeah, where everybody gets frozen in place, and you don't find out if Abe chooses Joan or if she chooses Cleo, or if he chooses Cleo.
Jocola.
Which, guys, even if you don't bring it back for the series or for another season, a movie just to decide, who he comes up with.
Yeah. Or I mean, you already had a great kiss with Gandhi, like somebody.
Yeah.
But Gandhi was also going to hook up with Marie Curie.
That's right. So you know what? I'm going to put this out there with all the power I control on YouTube. Lord and Miller, I'd like you guys to come on and discuss how you're going to finish off the series. And if it can't be you, then Bill Lawrence, you're always welcome. But you got to tell us. We got to know.
I don't want to wait till don't get my hopes up, because my hopes aren't fully up on the revival, because
me neither.
You never know. But also, best thing John Stamos has ever done? I'm not a Full House guy, and I'm not a big Beach Boys guy either.
Whatever. Yeah, no, forget the Beach Boys. But didn't he do didn't he do like a thing on how to cuddle online for like a Funny or Die?
No, okay, I gotta check that out then.
Yeah, I think it's like him and Rob Lowe like discussing how to properly cuddle. I could be wrong. Guys in the comments, go ahead.
Was that in the era of the Ralph Macchio intervention, Funny or Die era?
No, I didn't see that one.
The Ralph Macchio intervention was they were interviewing him for being a child actor who didn't have a fucked up life.
Okay.
They're just like, man, you have a Ralph, you don't have a problem. And it's starting to worry us.
Okay, so let's wrap it up here. So what's your favorite episode?
I'm trying to think. Let me do a quick overview, because I do like literally Litter Kills literally is good, because it's hard, because I like the A plots of some but the B plots of others, like the because Gandhi in jail and literally Litter Kills is gold.
Yeah,
he gets picked up because of his
extra slim, baggy,
extra small, saggy style.
Yeah, extra small, saggy, orange jumpsuit.
It's hard because it's weird, because it's the bits. Like I was just thinking of the sleep episode where Joan shows. I used to stay up just because I could.
Yeah,
it found me wide awake with this.
The Waza tattoo.
I thought that I would get this.
I paid money for that. I would pay money for that tattoo. Guys, I'm going to crowdfund this. If our listeners pay whatever it costs to get that Waza tattoo with the dolphin, I'll get it.
Yeah, because I think the weakest episode for me is the Joan and Cleo move in together one.
Okay, Storms of Bruin.
Despite the one that has Isaibo Pooch.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like sometimes the Scudworth stuff is always so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like with Scandrix.
Scangrade?
Scangrade, yeah, Scangrade. I always call him Scandrix, but yeah, Scangrade the Magnificent.
Yeah. Infidel. Which is another line not used on a at least weekly use.
It was great because there was a whole character who's just based off Mr. Belvedere from a show I've never watched.
Oh,
I just know Mr.
yeah,
B
Mr.
is
Butlertron.
yeah. Oh, jeez,
Which
I'm
is why
trying
he
to
calls
think it
people
up.
Wesley.
I do love, the Film Fest one is so good.
That's my favorite episode too.
Just everyone's the ever earnest that's another thing we talk about Trapped in Time, and film things that don't age as well when Cleo brags about having Smash Mouth on her soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, you can't win them all, guys.
Well, it's like we said, it was frozen in time. They had Smash Mouth, Asio, Mandy.
It was the one that gave us. It gave us this.
Yep.
It gave us Black and Tan.
Yes.
Gave us Catherine Jones art film.
Jones art film is worth the price of admission alone.
Celine Dion.
Oh.
And with that's the thing I quote a lot is, yeah. I just wish there'd be a collective group of us doing it. And he gave us Let's Flip the Pool. Somebody smashed that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Riot.
Yeah, Riot. Yeah, that's the best episode, guys. If you only have to watch one, watch
Giraffe
the film.
playing football.
Yeah, that giraffe.
I have your baby in me, Giraffe.
Giraffes can't play football. Oh yeah.
He's going home.
A line I also use a lot from, I think it's like the first or second episode, is clumsy Joan. Really clumsy. Where she knocks like the salt shaker off in anger. Okay, and
Joan! I looked all over the place for this table isn't even bust.
Okay, so
if we put out APB on your friend.
Favorite character?
JFK.
It is JFK.
It's JFK. Abe's a close second, but JFK steals every single scene he's in.
He's got the lines. He's got
the line.
The
package.
Yeah, that package.
His abs are so fun. You can grate cheese on them.
Whichever one who did the voice,
too.
Miller, he did a great job.
Yeah, Miller did it. See, as also my other one is Scudworth.
Yeah, nailed it too.
Blasphemy!
I don't really know how to end this.
Jukla.
Yeah, I guess so. Anything else you want to add about this? Final thoughts?
It's hard. It really does speak for itself. Like, as much as we just kind of yell random ass shit, which is like the worst fans, like the worst guys at a party who just yell references at each other. Like, the best Simpsons fans. Fuck them. We got our clone high. It just, you let it experience it yourself. Like I said, I don't like to overhype things, but it still holds up. Like, it's not just my nostalgia. Like, it still holds up so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can just throw it on and just enjoy it. Fucking, we'll be celebrating Snowflake Jake in no time.
Yep. Yeah, so everyone get your spices and your cannons.
No, it's great. Like I said, it holds up. I'm really satisfied that the geniuses behind it went on to bigger and maybe not better, but just as good as things.
Yeah. They set the benchmark pretty high on this.
Exactly, and they've maintained quality. And to the point where they almost made a Star Wars movie.
Yep, that's true.
Like, fuck, how, like, I don't know. I didn't hate Solo, but fuck, Lord and Miller Solo would have been so good.
That would have been a lot better.
It would have been a mess, but it would have been such a good mess.
Yeah, it would have been the proper mess.
Hmm. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
So guys, that was in one season, Clone High. If you guys have any requests, recommendations, death threats, you want to be a guest on the episode, you can reach us at gbupodcast@gmail.com. I don't do Twitter, so we're not going to do the Twitter. But
Yeah.
follow us on YouTube, because it's probably where you're watching it, and Facebook, because I'll probably link it there, but maybe not. We'll see.
Set up like a French tourist account.
Yeah. We're on we'll be on Fiverr, I guess.
Yeah. High five.
Yeah, under the table. Yeah, I guess that wraps it up. So see you next time, guys. Bye.
Best dudes forever.
Forever.